GTA 6 hack by the two hackers. Let's tie this in because we got the twins and the twos and these things being connected together. And you have the Tate brothers in prison. You have some other secret twins or paternal twins, brother, sister, those types of things coming together where JD Vance and Erica could be brother, sister. Or where you have one brother taking out the other brother, where you have like Prince William and then Harry. There's some things that can go on with there. And then we see that Diana had the affair with the white horse rider, the Polo guy, Polo and the Bolo for Enter the Dragon on the flips and stuff. But that'd be tying into there where he's not a rightful heir, and then he just went back to the UK, or going back to the UK. He's having that kind of rapture event, as Elon Musk said that he's going to be buying the UK, or he's thinking about it or whatever. But Elon Musk could actually buy the Puerto Rico or the Cuba in a flip-flop manner, or buy Texas, because Texas has that Lone Star, the Elon Star State, and he has the Boca Chica down there, the Star Base, the Star City, and whatever else is going as that 10th horn and the little horn and that incarnation of Christ, and all those things are kind of gathering as that guy is kind of, he'll go in and buy Texas, and just close it all down in a way and take those mineral rights, right? So, as the mineral rights and the oil and all those things are being controlled in one fashion, that's where you have Joe Biden coming in, winning his first here to tie into the Tulsa King and the oil and the cannabis and all that stuff. But that's tying on that spectrum. The Sly Stallone, the Lone Star State, the Rocky, and then you have the Rockstar Games with the Aiden Ross, with the Cybertruck that he gave Trump during the Red Hulk and the Red Gamma Rays, and the Harrison Ford, the Harry's-on Ford. So that's where we see those things lining up with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. So as the GTA 6 is tying in this new time frame, and there's no disc, the disc have landed in a way, and that's part of the alien ship and the computer and all those types of things. But this new gaming system and the 79.99, that's a flip on the 666 and the 1999, with the 7 being a mirror on the 1. And that's also tying into your Labor Day. We're in those kind of 280 day counts for the human birth. And then you got your 22 coming into your elephant gestation, and that's coming onto your 1119, which is the 22 month of Trump. That's tying into your Revelation 22, and the flips on the 25, 52, 55, all those things we've gotten into on the clocks. But as the second coming, and the 22, the 23, and 24, 25, 26, and those types of things, the aliens or ships and whatever, disc or whatever. Perfect time between that is the 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, 27, and 28. All right, maybe up to the 30 on these months coming up. And then we might see some changes, or there's also 22 count on his anniversary coming up. And then Barron Trump's going to be 22. Kai Trump's going to be 22 in a few years. All these little things that we're putting together, your Trump, your summit, your BRICS Summit and BRICS and all that kind of birth, the 17 and 18 overlaps or whatever now, and then Justin Sun with the 17 card on the 6.5, that's the 11 for your 47, and your 6.5 is also maybe connected to your 9.5 September 5th or whatever, because that's tying into your Labor Day, and the 799.99 for the price for that coded box. And then we see code in a box. We see Iran posting today, Trump and the box or whatever, on the social media. So all this kind of thing would be going together, and this where they could take out all 7 lights in one way, shape, or form, or we'll see how it all works. But the taking out of Elon Musk, and you've had the Doge come in, and this problem that could go on later on as that worm and the crowd strike, and all those things are all working in different ways, and it goes into certain windows, and we're told the nuclear codes are on these fucking computers we're shown from 1950s or whatever, and we're shown Korea has 1950s computers and all these little things that we can put together. All right, so either way, the C-section berth, we are seeing this already kind of open up in the aircraft carrier. The aircraft carries passengers, those kinds of things, as the carry ties into your Carrie Fisher and other carries upon the Matrix and that image given life with your movies and whatever else. But you got the bloody Carrie in the shower, so this can be tying into your flock cameras here and there and whatever else. They're just not on your cities. So they're on your shitties as far as your toilet, because you're coming eye to eye, and that might as well just give them a big old show. Just spread the cheeks and let it scan it, and then boom, boom, boom. All right, because that's what it's kind of all going into. You are not allowed a Snickers bar today. You gotta like shit first before you go shopping, or you have to wait to be seated. You wait to be seated. Oh, well, your BMI is this, that, and the other. We got to give you the kids menu. So it's kind of where we're going, is as far as the eye to eye and the system and the petroleum and the dark sun, and basically all of y'all have this, like, it's the machine in your hand, it's a supercomputer that's controlling your brain. You don't have the AI anymore, the smart meter, all those things been taken out and put in your house. And look at your house, it looks like a eyeball, mouth, and nose, and whatever else kind of thing going on there. As far as that imagination, you got to use your imagination. For those magnetics, and those magnetics are lining up, and the blue and the red coming together to meet in the middle for that power pill party. And that Tucker Carlson and Tiffany Trump, that'd be a nice titty to grab onto in a way. I see Tiffany Trump, Tiffany, the fat neck, those kind of things coming out in one way, shape, or form. The GTA 6, we see these things playing out in one way, shape, or form as the spirit of Jesus, and these new time frames are coming out. And the hack attack and the early release. Either way, tying into your Netflix, it has the Netflix live overhang. We got 10 Netflix live overhangs for the Dragon and the King mounting and those types of things in one way, shape, or form. And we've been trying to track these and put them together for you. So the longer you've been following along, the more this is going to make sense and whatever else. But so the pirated copy, the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Venezuela, the Maduro is tying into the Harry, Prince Harry. So that's also tying into the Jacob and Esau and parting of the Red Sea, all those types of things as far as whatever in that redheaded stepchild and that problem child and those types of things. Just for some easy matrix things if y'all are doing some of these things. But either way, the Caribbean, the car, the EV, the petroleum, the petro, this bridge system, this man, the man who controls the petroleum system, all those things coming as you have the EV, the electric vehicle coming in, and going against that system, and that would be an antichrist against the antichrist, and these kings setting up a new heaven and earth and a new energy exchange system. And that's where Elon Musk, this trillionaire who doesn't do oil and all those things, is saying we're not going to need money in this time frame and those time frames and whatever else. So this is just part of the you've been kind of at ground zero in a way, with the zero interest, and this is where one kind of heaven is coming into it, and it's where a birth of a new nation is in a way. And you can't come out of a zero interest like it used to be, right? And that's where our dads and grandparents, well, we used to pay 20% or 15% interest on our house or whatever. So that's like the starter one, going into this to a birth and out of the other. So that's where you have BlackRock owning all these houses, blah, blah, blah. So that's where you see this financial collapse, the Libyans that the doc makes deals with, the doc tying into your Trump on one level, and the Libyans tying into your Japan, and the debt of America, and that's tied to the red sun on the white background and those things, and the red sun is tied to your that could be, well, each planet is tied to a sun connected to the rainbow in a way. And then you have Pluto that comes in and out. That's where, well, I'm trying not to get down into things here. As far as the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Rib and these things stacked up in the 6 years and the GTA 6 and the symbiotics and the biogenesis warfare and those things setting up on the ground zero, all those things coming in for a new money system, a new America, a new capitalistic system. As capitalism becomes corrupt, this is where you can get people to eat shit. As long as you put some sugar and whatever else in it, make it taste good, look good, or whatever. So that's on one level. So all this is like coming to benefit capitalism as things have grown corrupt, or people are using petroleum in their foods and this, that, and the other. And we're at that 80% kind of thing where man, if it keeps going the way it's going to go out. And that's not necessarily the plan on stuff. So this is where things have come into where you've all done it to yourself, and you've all merged with machine, and this drop of oil that you're all consuming has become physical in a way in your hand, and it's a supercomputer, and it's controlling y'all. As it's controlled y'all are believing all these things that you're seeing. You can't even tell that you've been watching AI news and deep fakes and whatever else for 10 years or whatever kind of thing. So this is where y'all are kind of left behind, and they're telling you this about the food. They told you that makes you fat back in the early 2000s. Now they're telling you that you're drugged up when you eat this, that, and the other, or how you eat and those types of things. So, but you have to seek it out. You have to seek out this truth, and they put it either in the documentaries, or Seeds of Truth in the comedies, or Seeds of Truth in the kids movies, or these things that you've just been programmed to glance over and to laugh at and not even think about. Okay, that's where George Carlin in a way is coming in the 80s and such, planting all these seeds to the Generation X to go in, up, and look out into the library, the lie, given over to the lie. So is the lie good? Is the lie bad? It's fiction and nonfiction. Where have you wasted your time at? Okay, so the wasted your time, the weighing, is tying into the scales of the dragon. So as the dragon is here, and the drug runners, and the Iran and those types of things is playing out. the Leon, Elon, and the Ida and the Iran Mountains. So, and Ida just happens to have a son named Gabriel. So across that street that I grew up on, and that Gabriel's being mentioned now with shoot, which was it? Was it that lady who had the baby? And it's like tying into the virgin birth or whatever. I did a post on it. Either way, it's tying into that stuff. So, the GTA 6, and then the Twin Peaks. I did some posts on the bridge, the Twin Peak Bridge on Dead Christ, Corpus Christi area. And I've done this connections before, but that's where like the 6 highways and all these things connect down there and whatever else. But the Aransas Pass and the ferry line down there, the ferry line is lining up with Trump's aid, and Trump's aid can be tying into the aids that he probably picked up from the Stormy Daniels, and now he gave it to Melania or whatever kind of thing is going on. And we'll see how it all shapes in the old monitor lizard thing, alien you got in your hand. All right, the monitor is the lizard aliens that comes in and shapeshifts this world, as we've already seen the shapeshifters work. Okay, so different ways, shapes, and forms, and you've all been brought down. I can't believe I live on Earth. There's nothing I can do. Everything I want to do, the church says I can't do. Or everything I want to do, the government has made into a crime where they'll lock me up. Because they're not here to serve and protect me. They're here to make a prison corporate system and make me do Baal worship, where I worship the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. There's two spectrums on this thing we're given as you've been an upside down world. And you've come into this hate culture as far as the fundamental religions, and that's a weaponization of religion, basically. But we've seen, like in the 50s, the Shiite Muslims come in, or whoever they are, the hijabs, the hijabs are here now. But the Barack Obama bringing in that, oh, come into the hospital. And then let's make America white only, or American only, or whatever. So Trump comes in and connects these old lights. And then now you're going to see who really fucking brought those lights. So, and then the last Trump so. So, November 12th on an early spectrum is September, when you do some different counts. And then you're also in the May days of the Chinese calendar. And that has two counts because it has a start date and like a 2-week time frame or whatever it is. And then it ends, and then you get that $2 bill for good luck on those time frames. But, the gas shortage in Russia and the Twin Peaks and the fairy time frames and all those kinds of things are all tying into perspective as far as that dead Christ, and the Christ is tied into the Christos, the Christ, and the os, the as, the operating system, the computer. All right, and the computer, are you doing that computing again? That computing? Because he's coming. All right, so it's where one controls it here, and then like China and Russia, and they come together. All right, one's blue, one's red, and they're forming the purple in this test on America, and to set this light of the sons of God, so to speak, that follow God's light in a way and not darkness. And since the religions are weaponized, and the fundamental Christians started by that Hiles Anderson, and then Steve Anderson came out with his CIA operatives coming out on the Alex Jones show and all those things. But that's when he was bringing in that hate culture and those types of things. So that's where we can see these things stack up as the terrorists and terrorism and the Shiite Muslims and the hijabs and whatever's been laid out in the 80s and 90s with your movies and heroes and villains and all that other stuff. So as the fundamental Muslims have come into effect, the fundamental Christians have come into effect. And this is where you're coming into these little battle zones in America, like Texas, where you have the fundamental Christian oil cartels down there, controlling everything with a strong arm through this stolen inheritance. Basically, they're stealing this shit from Mother Earth. They're making a profit from it, and they're not spreading the wealth, or this oil wealth or whatever should be everybody's on Earth. Okay, it shouldn't just be